Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, not in my cider shed, still in a cottage in Devon with some more cider to try. And there's a loud radio playing some sort of fiddle music over here, which you might be able to hear. It's blowing a gale outside, literally a gale. It's spectacular. We're right by the sea, on the cliffs. It's amazing. We're like 50, 60 mile an hour gusts plus. So it's pretty dramatic. So if you can hear that, so what? Bit of atmosphere. So the cider I've got to try today is the second one that was gifted to me. It's brought back from New York by my wife. It was gifted to her by Michael Haskell, a friend of ours from New York, and he didn't know I was worked in cider. I had a little cider business, and he got massively into cider. And the last thing we tried was the Yarlington Gold, I think it was, which is Golden Russet and Yarlington Mill. Today we have got the Golden Crab, and that is a blend of Golden Russet again, I think. Is it? Golden Russet, yep, and Wixen Crab Apple. So let's just read what it says. Golden Crab is a slow fermented cider that showcases two of our favourite apples, the Wixen Crab Apple and the Golden Russet. Bright, bold and acidic, this complex cider pairs well with spicy curries, braised pork and sharp cheeses. Served chilled. And it's dry, it's 50% split. Wixen Crab, Golden Russet. Wixen Crab is a sharp, Golden Russet is a dessert. So I've already popped this crab. It's all they had in the cupboard downstairs. This crab bottle opener in it because it's got a cork in it. Just need to take the cork out. So rather than have you watch me do all that nonsense, I just prep it in advance. It's very unlike me. Very unlike me indeed. Come on. Pop. So it's still, so no smoking gun, as you can see. Got a nice wine glass to put it into. Because I'm going to think this is like Eastern County style. It's going to drink like a white wine, really. Again, I'm not sure if this is wild yeast. I think they use a wine yeast containing sulfites. Traditional farmhouse cider, unfiltered, authentically cloudy, and may contain sediment. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're using a wine yeast or a wild yeast. It doesn't say so on here. I think they tend to use wine yeast though. Although I think I said in the last film that I did that I thought I'd seen on the website something that was wild fermented. Don't think this is. I think it's using wine yeast, as I've said about 8 times already. But there's the colour. It does look like a white wine. You know, very pale gold. I don't think there's any haze to it, but it's quite cold, and the glass is getting some steaming up a little bit. Condensation is the word I'm grasping for. Maybe I think it is slightly cloudy though, ever so slightly. So let's have a sniff. It smells of melon. Melon, that's what it smells of straight away to me. Yeah, it smells like the rind of like a honeydew melon or something like that. Cantaloupe, honeydew, something like that. That's the first thing I got. Very nice smell. Delicate aroma though. I'm not detecting a lot of acid on the nose, I have to say. And if you think about melon, you think like delicate, sweet, low acid, and that's kind of the impression I got. Yeah, what I'm getting is ever so delicate, and the thing I'm getting most of all is that melon aromatic. And I have to say, I love melon. I don't mind that at all. It's not what I expected. I expected much more of an acid kick on the nose, a twang. Smells good. Smells good. I think the Yarlington Gold was darker than this because Yarlington being a bitter shot, bitter referring to the tannin, gets more colour because of more oxidation of the tannin, which gives more colour. Whereas this is much lighter in colour, but it is a beautiful gold actually. I do like the colour of this a lot. Still getting melon. Let's try it. Okay, very wine-like, very wine-like. On the palate, there is bold acidity. Malic, yeah, with a hint of sort of citrus, hint of sherbetiness. There's like a pithy bitterness as well, which is good. I like it. I really like that. This is really good, actually. This is a very Venus cider. Yeah. Nice mouthfeel. Bags of flavour. There's a slight skin-like quality to it as well. But one of these is a russet. So it's going to have a bigger, a thicker, dark, a thicker, more russety skin on it. That's why it's called a russet. But the thing is giving it more texture and body. Yeah, this is a really good sort of Eastern Counties style, or US style, if you want to say. Because traditionally the US would have been using eating apples, culinary apples, dessert apples to make their ciders, rather than traditional cider apples, I think. So the Eastern County style translates to the American style, if you like, although these guys are using things like Yarlington Mill. And actually, the guys from Scrumpy did actually message me directly, which is fab, and said that they did have some indigenous American cider apples. They'd love to be to try at some point. And I'd love to do that. But my response was, well, I'd love that, but I don't know when that'll next be in New York, in the US. May well be next year, though, quite early next year. And if I get the opportunity, I think I'd like to visit these guys. We're in slightly upstate New York, Catskills, a very beautiful part of the world. Yeah, still getting that melon on the nose. This is nice. It's rich. What was the ABV? I don't think I even said. I assume it's quite high. 8.4. So even the ABV is getting to wine-like territories. But if you like sort of Eastern County style ciders, then you should get yourself some of that. That is a really, really good. It's very vinous. I mean, it's boldly acid. So if you're gonna, compare it to a wine, it'd be something which is, big in acid. It's like a very acid. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of something like a Picpoul de Pinet or something like that. Something which you'd have with oysters and so forth. I always say with pork, fat, stuff like that, fatty cheeses, charcuterie, that kind of thing. I think it'd be good with sort of sweeter, nuttier cheeses like Goudas and Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmesan is a great eating cheese if you get a nice bit. That'd be awesome with that, I think. Really good. Yeah. Really like it. Really like it. And once again, thank you to Michael for sending this over. I very much appreciate it. I'm very much going to enjoy drinking the rest of this bottle of cider. So guys, thank you for joining me in this house in Devon from behind this glass. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.